Today I am going to be talking about something a lot of Royale High players have been very happy about. But before we get started, make sure you hit the subscribe button because we are on the road to 600 subscribers. Now let's get into the video. Recently, a lot of people haven't liked the Royale High Halos very much. So I'm pretty sure this started around Halloween time when the Halloween 2020 Halo came out. A lot of people didn't like that Halo. I mainly assume that because obviously the 2019 Halloween Halo is the most valuable Halo, and a lot of people were trying to compare the 2021 to the 2019 one, hoping that the 2020 would be more rare than the 2019 one, and it ended up not being as rare as the 2019. And it's kind of expected by now, since that is the most rare Halo. It's only gotten like 800 people to ever win it before, which isn't a lot, especially compared to how many people play Royale High and how many daily. So therefore, it is the most valuable Halo. And with usual Halos, they would trade a Halo along with that, like 100,000 diamonds. But with the Halloween Halo, for some reason, the 2019 one is just super rare, and it wouldn't be even like worth anything. I've seen people trade like multiple Halos plus 400,000 diamonds. It's a lot, and especially because so many people overpay for the Halo. And I thought it would originally start because people would assume that it would just automatically be better than the 2019 one. After that, I saw a lot of stuff on Twitter of people saying that the Valentine's Halo was just a copy of the Darling Valentina cups, which I could see how it looks like the Darling Valentina cups. I will put a picture on screen of what the new Halo looks like if you haven't seen it yet. And it does look like the Darling Valentina cups, but a lot of Halos are based off of things. Like if you saw the 2020 Halo for Halloween, it looks like the backdrop, it looks like the moon, and the area when you were going up to find the maze. And all these other Halos, they're usually based off of something part of the update. And as you can tell, the badge for Valentine's Day, it is very pretty. I don't know how it really goes with the Halo, but a lot of people were disappointed when they saw these Halos. They work very hard to get these Halos out. I know some of those Halos, they work several months to release them, and a lot of people dislike them. So I'm going to show one thing that mainly a lot of people have been saying about the Valentine's Halo. Some say it's really pretty, but it is going to lose value very quickly. After like unpopular opinions over Halos, they're just floating things that are above your head, which I could completely understand that, but the rarity of how many people get them, which is the part that makes it that rare, and that's why they are overrated, because of how much people get and receive the item. That's why it makes those Halos so rare, and they do lose value over time the more people who have them. But I don't think any other Halo will probably repeat itself. They make one for like every update or season or whatever you want to call it, and it takes a lot of time. But depending on how many people get it is the rarity of the Halo, and that's why people overpay, because they want the Halo, they know it's never going to come back. And that's along with why the Parasol and the Teddyzilla, people were very angry when those came back out because they spent so much and they overpaid for it, which I wouldn't recommend overpaying for anything unless you know like it's not going to come back on sale, or you just really want the item and you're fine with overpaying for it, because you're probably going to end up selling the item or it's going to come back on sale. And then you are going to expect more people to overpay, and they're not going to want to overpay for your item. So that's why I wouldn't recommend overpaying for a lot of items. Plus you're losing your diamonds or whatever item you paid for them, and those are probably worth more, or worth something, and you could have gotten more if you just traded those items blankly instead of overpaying for some item that was probably going to come back on sale. But Halos are probably never going to come back ever, and that's why they're so rare, and that's why people mainly overpay for them, because they know it's not going to come back. I mean, even if they were, the devs probably wouldn't do that. They would probably not do it because how many people overpay for your Halos and other items. But it was at least nice of them to at least make two separate ones, like the OG teddy bear and the OG parasol. Since people were overpaying, at least those will still be rarer than the new ones, and you could still have your items, since a lot of people were very angry over overpaying for those items and then them just coming back on sale. Along with that, the Halos are very nice. I have liked a lot of their Halos that they made, but mainly people are worried about them losing rarity very quickly, and the more that they decide to give them out in the fountain, then it decides to keep going up, and then it'll lose more rarity by how many people own the item. And that's why you shouldn't overpay for them, and that's why they're so rare to get. I think the 2021 Halo for Valentine's Day is really pretty. I really love the Halo. It's not my favorite, but all Halos are stunning. I think they worked so hard on the Halos to at least just put one out every update. That's a lot of work to do, especially because they're working on the school and they have so many projects to work on. That working on these updates like 24/7 to push them out, get them in, make sure the quality is the best for us to play and use them. It's just a lot of work put into these. A lot of people have been saying though that the Valentine's Halo, the Halloween Halo, and the Winter Halo were all a flop. I think they worked very hard on them, and a lot of people didn't like the Halos. I don't exactly know why, but people were even saying they wouldn't even pay $200K for one of those Halos, which I don't really understand since most people would pay a Halo and over like 200,000 diamonds at least. But for some reason these Halos aren't as popular, and it's just the Halos are getting less rare as the years keep going on, and the more they put out Halos, a lot of people are going to have their own opinions, and Halos are going to start losing rarity eventually. And I wonder how that is going to go. I'm really excited to see the Lucky Halo, if we do even get a Lucky Halo, since they didn't have an Autumn Halo last year. But I'm really excited to see how that goes. I really hope a lot of people do like this Halo, because the devs worked so hard to make these Halos and make sure that we like them, and a lot of people haven't liked the recent ones. I really hope that more people will like the Lucky Halo, and it'll start to become more rare and more people will start to like them. But this is all the time we have today. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to hit the subscribe button down below, like this video, and I'll see you next time.